Okay, girls, so with Halloween coming up, today I wanted to talk to you about Dia de los Muertos. Do you know what that is? Have you heard of Dia de los Muertos? Hannah?
Maybe Day of the Dead.
It is Day of the Dead, so it's Spanish for Day of the Dead. Do you know what it's about or what the holiday celebrates?
Halloween?
Not Halloween.
Christmas?
Nope. Let me show you guys a quick video here. We'll start off with this. Okay, so what was something common that we saw in that video? Whoops.
Skeleton.
Right, skeletons. So while it kind of looks like Halloween, Dia de los Muertos actually has nothing to do with Halloween. So I'm going to hand these out to you. These are your quizzes, but I want you to go ahead and read over the questions, and then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some interesting facts about Dia de los Muertos, and kind of remember back to these questions, and you can answer them as we go along, and then we'll go over the answers together when I'm done, okay? Okay, so Dia de los Muertos is not Mexico's version of Halloween. So even though they're very similar, they occur at the same time, it actually has very little to do with Halloween. In fact, originally Dia de los Muertos was in the summertime, not in October. But after Spain went to Mexico and kind of colonized Mexico, it was moved to October 31st. They kind of made it go together with the Catholic holiday of All Hallows Eve, which is Halloween. So the holiday lasts for 3 days. It begins on Halloween, and then it ends on November 2nd. November 2nd is known as All Souls Day, which is when people who have passed away are remembered. So early Mexicans actually believed that on Dia de los Muertos, the dead travel back and forth between our world and the afterlife. So those that are celebrating actually believe that their dead relatives are among us right now on those days. So if today we're Dia de los Muertos, any member of our family that had passed away would actually be here. We just can't see them. So to celebrate and remember those people, they'll build altars in their homes. And they're all different, but they're also kind of similar. So those families will create altars to highlight unique like personalities of their deceased family members. So they'll include pictures, their favorite foods, their favorite books, anything that makes you remember somebody that's passed away, they'll put that in their altar. They also have to include all 4 elements of nature. So they have to include something wind, water, fire, and earth. So the unofficial mascot of Dia de los Muertos is a skeleton. So that's why we see a lot of those skeletons in those videos, and we see them in decorations around Halloween time, and they're called sugar skulls, and they have all the colors and are really bright. So it's actually a symbol of warfare during the Mexican Revolution that they've transformed into celebrate Dia de los Muertos. So the party, when they celebrate, where do you think it's held at? Hannah?
Mexico.
In Mexico, but it's celebrated in countries all over the world that have Spanish or Latino influence. But do you think they would celebrate or have a party in a church for this kind of a holiday? Or in their home? Right. So they actually hold the parties in the graveyards or in the cemeteries. And families will decorate the graves and the tombs of their loved ones, and then they'll even have food and music right in the middle of the cemetery. So it's not so scary. The skulls that we see on Dia de los Muertos, they mean more than just death. So in pre-Hispanic times, the Mexican population viewed the skull as a symbol of rebirth. So whereas we look at it and we think death, in the Hispanic culture, they look at it and they see rebirth. So Hannah, like you said, it's also celebrated in Mexico, it's celebrated in Spain, it's celebrated in the U.S., it's celebrated in all areas and cultures that have that Latino influence. So it's meant to be a happy and a sad holiday. Humor plays a huge role in it. And so then also, they have a funny tradition of a hairless dog. And those hairless dogs are what they believe bring their relatives back and forth from the afterlife. So did you guys learn something new from those little tips I read and information? Okay, so let's go over your quiz real quick. So the first question was, are Dia de los Muertos and Halloween the same thing? And what did you guys say?
No.
No, that's correct. So how many days does Dia de los Muertos last?
3.
Correct. So all altars include the 4 elements of nature, wind, water, fire, and
earth.
Yep. True or false? Dia de los Muertos is also celebrated in Spain.
True.
That is true. Where are parties held to celebrate Dia de los Muertos?
The graveyard.
Yep. And then the last question, what animal leads the dead back to heaven after the party is over?
Hairless dog.
A hairless dog is right. Good job, guys. Do you have any questions? All right, well, we're going to talk about Dia de los Muertos some more later as we move towards the holiday.